Good morning, everyone. We're team number 4, and today we're excited to present a strategy that doesn't just update a brand, but reimagines playtime for a new generation. We're here to talk about the revitalization of an icon, Polly Pocket. Our mission today is to show you how we can bridge the gap between nostalgic legacy and digital future to capture the hearts of the Generation Alpha in Mexico. Let's begin. To understand where we're going, we must first understand where we stand. Mattel is a well-known global leader in inspiring childhood wonder, and Polly Pocket has been part of that magic since 1983. It holds incredible equity with millennial parents who remember the magic of owning their first compact. However, nowadays we're facing a critical challenge. The traditional doll category is stagnating globally, with sales dropping as traditional toys fail to compete against digital worlds. Generation Alpha, our target demographic, moves fast, and if a toy doesn't evolve, it becomes forgotten. With this said, our strategic imperative is clear. We must transition Polly Pocket from a static keepsake into a dynamic, technology integrated experience.
So who are we solving for? I need Sofia Navarro. She's an 8-year-old girl from Monterrey. She's creative, she loves collecting, and she loves building worlds. But Sofia has a problem. She gets frustrated when her physical toys don't change after she unboxes them. This reveals a core tension. On one side, we have children. 64% of Generation Alpha typically expects their toys to connect to the internet. They view unconnected items as incomplete. On the other side, we have parents who want high value play that justifies the cost and doesn't just add to the clutter. Our strategy must serve both the child's desire for depth and the parent's need for physical value. So now for the diagnosis and market findings. First, our diagnosis is for a Mexican market that confirms that timing is perfect. The toys and games segment here is robust, generally over 1.8 billion US dollars annually. But the real story in growth potential. The smart toy sector in Mexico is projected to grow at a compound annual growth of 11.5% through 2030. This is a massive shift, and while overall child population is contracting slightly, the 6 to 10 age group remains strong for traditional play before they migrate entirely to screens. This is our window for opportunity to reduce hybrid models.
So, to truly validate our hypothesis, we went directly to the source. We conducted deep dive interviews with our target demographic, girls aged from 7 to 10 years old, and also their parents. The feedback was incredibly revealing. One specific quote from an 8-year-old participant became the cornerstone of our diagnosis. I get bored when it stays the same. I wanted to change when I play more. Another girl told us, I want my world to look different from my friends. This confirms our core problem definition. The current Polly Pocket Compact is suffering from play fatigue. It is a static scene, beautiful, but it's frozen in time. Once the story is told, the engagement drops because the toy cannot surprise the child again. In a world dominated by Roblox and Minecraft, where environments are constantly updating and expanding, a static plastic toy feels dead to Generation Alpha. To sustain growth, we must solve this fatigue by transforming the product from a simple disposable toy into an evolving living system. Ladies and gentlemen, our solution to this challenge is Polly Pocket Seats. We are proposing a phygital ecosystem that integrates near field communication, or better known as NFC technology, directly into the classic compact. Here's how it works. We introduce seeds, affordable physical tokens. When a child inserts a seed into the compact or scans it with a mobile device, two things happen immediately. First, the physical toy reacts, triggering new lighting effects and sounds within the compact itself. And second, it unlocks new digital assets in the companion app, such as a new biome, a pet, or even a new habitat. This is crucial because it ensures the digital app is an extension of the physical toy, not a replacement for it. It creates a powerful loop. The physical purchase drives digital discovery, and that digital progression motivates the child to collect more physical pieces to customize their world even more. Essentially, we are shifting this business model from a selling static doll to selling an evolving platform of play.
This concept fits perfectly with Mattel's purpose. We're empowering girls to be the architects of their own hybrid reality. Strategically, we're balancing two types of innovation. First, incremental innovation. We're improving the physical quality, strong hints, better clasps, and a clear packaging taxonomy so kids know exactly what they are buying: a biome, a pet, or a habitat. Second, disrupted innovation. By adding NFC, we shift the business model. We're not longer just selling a doll, we're selling a world building system. This ensures Polly Pocket remains relevant in a digital first world without losing its physical magic. To bring this to the market, we're using a razor and blade financial model, optimized for the Mexican middle class. We call it progressive spending. The blades, these are seeds priced between 99 and 199 pesos. These are impulse buys that drive volume. The razor, the started habitats priced between 299 and 399 pesos, serving as the accessible entry point. And for the premium epic zones, priced between 799 and 999 pesos for major holiday gifts. This pricing structure removes the barrier to entry, allowing parents to build the collection gradually rather than requiring a massive upfront investment.
Our distribution strategy is an omni-channel saturation, where we will leverage the mass market by associating and cover the biggest retailers in Mexico, such as Walmart and Soriana. Then, for the e-commerce, we're going to use Amazon Mexico's platform. And for promotion, we're going to launch the campaign that you can see on screen, that is Grow Your Word campaigns, where we move away from the standard unboxing videos, and we will partner with key influencers, mainly on YouTube Kids and on TikTok, that they will show the way that these seats and these sets change week to week and have different dynamics and different ways to play with them. Additionally, in our store displays, there will be the digital POS, where it will feature interactive activities where the kids can scan the simple seats and see how the digital magic will happen in real life when they would buy it. Now, following this, I will continue with the KPIs that will show us how are we going to measure our success at the duration of the campaign. First, we have three criticals. The sell-through rate, that we aim for the 85% by the end of the holiday season to ensure our channels remain healthy. The second one is the attachment rate, where our goal is an average of 3 seats purchased per habitat within the first 6 months of the campaign. This will validate that the razor and blade model that we're implementing is working. Finally, we have an app activation rate, where we're going to be targeting the 60% of the sold seats being scanned. This proving that they are actually interested in the digital thing and that it's getting them engaged. Well, finally, we have the financials and investment logistics, where on screen you can see a pretty basic and pretty um, simple income statement that is shared of the first 4 quarters of the next year. That is when we are thinking that we will begin the campaign. And you can see how, with all the costs and the net result, it will come up with over almost $2.5 million for the company. This project will be fully funded by the Mattel robust operating cash flow because we're leveraging our $1.4 billion in cash reserve to fuel this innovation. The primary investment will go into the R&D to create this new seed technology and invest into the NFC. This is estimated to be around $300,000 because the seeds are high margin items and they can be manufactured in very large quantities. This will really help us to maintain a very good gross profit margin that will benefit the financials of this campaign. By using these NFC chips, we are leveraging our manufacturing hub in Nuevo León, and we will mitigate any supply risk while maximizing the profitability. So finally, Polly Pocket Seeds is not just a toy to update, it is a sustainable and scalable and a profitable ecosystem that secures the brand's future for the next generation. Thank you so much.